Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Hopefully you watched my last video, which will kind of explain what I'm doing now, but if not, if you just kind of stumbled across this, I'm going through the sets that retired in 2024 to see whether they were a good investment or not. But I'm a member of some websites that give you some extra information that you can't just kind of get on the internet, if you know what I mean. So I've looked up how many have sold in the last 90 days and how many were listed and that kind of thing. So I'm going to give you the figures and that and how many have sold and that sort of thing. I'm working my way through Star Wars at the moment. I'm halfway through, and then I'll continue through the list that you get from the Brick Fanatics. Right, so like I say, I was halfway through, so I'm just going to jump straight in. Next one is 75352, the Emperor's Throne Room diorama, $89.99. Brickeconomy value at 89, BrickSet 59. On Amazon it's for sale for up to £140. On eBay it's sold for £94, and on Camel 3X it's got a low of 58 and a high of 100. It's been listed 273 times and an average price of £90.91, and it's sold 72 times at an average price of £85.15. The figures are valued at around £19, and it's sold in the US 73 times and it's sold in the UK 13 times. Next one is 75353, the Endor Speeder Chase diorama, $69.99. I'm just going to show you, I've got two of those as well. I always like to show you that I've got some of these sets so that you know that I'm putting my money where my mouth is, if you know what I mean, where, if I'm saying it's a good set or something like that, I've actually bought it myself. Right, so Brickeconomy value at 57, BrickSet 43. On Amazon it's for sale for up to £90. On eBay it's sold for 70. Figures are around £16. It was listed 282 times at an average price of £60.62, and it's sold 75 times at an average price of £60.63. It's sold 80 times in the US and 14 times in the UK, and I couldn't find it on Camel 3X. Next one is 75359, the 332nd Ahsoka Clone Trooper Battle Pack, $18.99. I'll just show you, we've got those. I've actually got 22 of these, I think. Probably too many, seeing as all these battle packs are coming out all the time. Anyway, Brickeconomy value at 16, BrickSet 12. On Amazon they're for sale for up to £38. On eBay they're sold for £22, and on Camel 3X it's got a low of 13 and a high of 26. Their figures are valued at around £9. It's been listed 277 times in the last 90 days at the average value of £16.03, and they've sold 80 times in the last 90 days at an average price of £16.35, and they've sold in the US, which isn't over a 90-day period, it's over a 6 month period, of 92 times, and in the UK 10 times. I'm just saying that because in case people add them together and say that it doesn't work out, that's because one figure is on 90 days and the other one's on 6 months. Next one is 75360, the Yoda's Jedi Starfighter, $29.99. Brickeconomy value at 26, BrickSet 18. On Amazon it's for sale for up to £76, and on eBay it's sold for £37. On Camel 3X it's got a low of 22 and a high of 42. It's been listed 290 times at an average price of £26.50, and it's sold 79 times at an average price of £26.80. I don't know if I can remember if I said the figures. The figures are worth around £8. In the US they sold 83 times, and in the UK 13 times. Next one is 75364, the New Republic E-Wing versus Shin Hati Starfighter, $94.99. And I've got, turn it around, I've got 4 of those. Right, Brickeconomy value at 75, BrickSet 60. If you go on Amazon, they're for sale for up to £164. On eBay, sold for £93. On Camel 3X, it's got a low of 64 and a high of 95. And the figures are valued at around £38. They were listed 280 times on average price of £80.54, and they sold 64 times at an average price of £79.42. They sold 94 in the US and 10 in the UK. Next one is 75365, the Yavin 4 Rebel Base, £149.99. Brickeconomy value at 139, BrickSet 99. On Amazon, there's for sale up to £274. On eBay, sold for 130. On Camel 3X, it's got a low of 151 and a high of 180. There's not much in it, like a retail or MSRP of 149.99, and the lowest it sold was 151. Anyway, it was listed 270 times in the last 90 days, and the average price was 142.29, and it sold 68 times at an average price of 134.92, which isn't very good really for a £150 set. The figures are valued at around £61 for that one. In the US, they sold 64, and in the UK, 14. Next one is 75368, the Darth Vader Mech, £12.99. Brickeconomy value at 16, BrickSet 10. On Amazon, it's for sale for up to £28. On eBay, it's sold for £35. Now that's the small set syndrome, isn't it? £12.99 set, selling for 35 quid. It's got a low of £10 and a high of 25 on Camel 3X. It's been listed 275 times in the last 90 days with an average price of £15.70, and it's sold 79 times with an average price of £16.54. They sold 85 in the US and 15 in the UK, and the figure is worth around £5. Next one is 75369, the Boba Fett Mech, £12.99. Brickeconomy value at 12, BrickSet 10. If you go on Amazon, it's for sale for up to £51. It's sold on eBay for £20, and a Camel 3X has got a low of 23 and a high of 40. It's been listed, or the figures about £4. It's been listed 287 times at an average price of £13.85. It's sold 59 times at an average price of £14.23. In the US, they bought 75, and in the UK, they bought 9. Next one is 75370, the Stormtrooper Mech, £12.99. Brickeconomy value at 16, BrickSet 9. Amazon, it's for sale for up to £33. On eBay, it's sold for £19, and Camel 3X has got a low of 10 and a high of 23. The figure's worth around £3. It's been listed 309 times in the last 90 days at an average price of £15.37, and it's sold 72 at an average price of £16.49, and they bought 94 in the US and 14 in the UK. The last one for Star Wars is 75371, Chewbacca, £179.99. Brickeconomy value at 170, BrickSet 122. On Amazon, it's for sale for up to £357. Gotta be mad. eBay, it's sold for £143. Somebody actually sold a job lot of the Chewbaccas. They actually sold 6 for £635 on eBay. Must be mad. Anyway, Camel 3X has got a low of 110 and a high of 180, which is basically MSRP. It was listed 308 times in the last 90 days with an average price of £177.37, and it's sold 78 at an average price of £171.70. In America, they bought 76, and the UK, none. Oh, and the figure's worth around £2. So that concludes Star Wars for what retired in 2024, to see whether we've actually done good or done bad. So next video will be ideas. So please join me for that one. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.